Hi, my beautiful divine souls. I want to talk briefly today about twin flames, topic of twin flames, because I've been mentioning this recently, that many people still come to me and asking, is this my twin flame? I'm not sure. Is this person it? Is this person not it? And I myself have a lot of content about this and have a lot of content about how to recognize if this person is your twin flame. I have a whole episode, 1 hour episode within my masterclass for Divine Feminines available on YouTube. If you're interested, link is in my bio. And I've also recently posted a video about how this person, is always in your energy and how to really understand it and feel that. But recently I've been thinking that there's a really very easy way to know, and the reason that maybe people don't talk about this as much is that people fail to understand and recognize that there is a huge difference between activated twin flames and twin flames who aren't activated to the journey, right? First of all, let's start from addressing that twin flames, whether activated or not, it's a very, 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 very small group of souls reincarnating on this earth. Okay, we're not even talking about 1%. So many people who are confused, chances are it ain't it. But there's one thing that will clarify this to you, because all the content that I create, all the content that's going to be relevant, being twin flame, being on a journey, going through healing, reaching inner union, finding your mission, because it is a life of service, a life of two people who come here with a mission to help humanity to shift consciousness, shift to new earth, rise vibration, restore divine order. So that one thing that will help you answer as a feminine, because it's mostly the feminines, we talk about this a lot as well, but it's mostly the feminines who ask that question because they get into karmic connection, then they find some information on twin flames that most of this is rubbish online. I'm going to give you just one thing to ask yourself, just one question. Did this person, that man that you think is your twin flame, did he awaken you spiritually? Did he awaken you spiritually? Because divine feminine on an active journey of twin flame must be spiritually awakened. And it is, for most part, your counterpart who awakens you. There's going to be very, very few exceptions when you actually, as a feminine, you were a dormant vessel. So you were a channel from the day you were born. You were a medium from the day you were born. As you grew, you started discovering at age of 3, 4, 5 that you were magic, that you were a channel, that you were hearing things, seeing things, and experiencing things out of this realm, right? But if you are dormant vessels, and most of us were, it's your masculine that awakens you. And what you have to understand, because there's a huge misconception in that topic as well, that there's a gigantic, massive difference between being spiritually awakened and spiritually aware. Okay, so the fact that you know that you are a soul living human existence, that we have several lifetimes, that karma exists, you do some yoga and you burn some sage, you're not awakened. Okay, you can be spiritually aware, you can be very spiritual person on your journey of healing, but if you have not been spiritually awakened, which means that you have not went through your kundalini energy awakening that moves through your body, clearing your energy points, which is a process that you cannot miss. And in that process, you become a channel. You become a channel for divine knowledge, channel for spirit. Your gifts, your spiritual gifts get activated. So again, some of us will be shamans, some of us will be mediums, some of us variety of gifts. You can speak light language, variety of gifts. It's very different, very individual for every feminine, but you will become a channel. So you will be receiving downloads from the divine, you will be receiving, hearing, seeing, sensing messages. You will will immediately go beyond the physical world, beyond the physical world. So if you have not experienced that, and it's something that happens shortly after meeting your twin, it's something that happens in that first bubble phase. And we know, if you watch me, you know that the bubble phase lasts from hours, days, weeks to some. Very rarely it gets extended to like a month plus, and then the masculine goes under a veil of denial and he disappears from your life, and the in and out phase starts. In the bubble phase, or at the end of the bubble phase, you will go through your awakening. If you are an activated twin flame, you will go into your kundalini awakening, and you will become a channel. So if you have not went through this process, okay, if your masculine has not awakened you through that kundalini awakening, you are not on a twin flame connection. So we have to start, really making it clear, because it's the only thing that you need to know. All the other signs, in reality, they will just be confirmation for you that it's actually real, because in the beginning you go in and out, right? But it's the only way. It's the only way. If that man has awakened you, that usually in 90% of cases it happens through initial fusion of two twins, right? So the sacral energy exchange is where that snake opens its eyes, and the awakening starts. You're not on a twin flame, connection. And yes, granted, there is part of twins that are not activated to the journey, because they weren't meant to be activated to the journey in this lifetime, because their life here is not a mission to help humanity, but is solely to facilitate the growth of their souls. Most of those people won't even know, won't even heard, they won't even hear a term of twin flames. They won't even know, because it's not going to be relevant to them. So they won't be shown information about this. They will just think that this is a horrible, painful karmic connection that they won't liberate themselves from, unfortunately, in this lifetime. And we all went through this. Those of us who are activated, we went through this before in previous lifetimes. And it's something that I've described in detail also in one of my episodes of Masterclass, Divine Feminine Masterclass, that you can watch on YouTube. It's the episode that talks about twin flame and past lifetimes, because we sort of plan not just a lifetime, but the whole spectrum of the lifetimes that we will go through. And we will have to go through lifetimes with your twin. If you're activated twin or you're in union already, you must have had lifetimes with your twin when your soul knew that you're not going to get into union. This is for your soul's growth, because you're not ready. So when you come here wanting to get activated, which means that you have an intention to come into union with your twin, and your spirit guides and your higher self will always be helping you and assisting you and pushing you to do that. As long as you're growing, union is always on your highest, most aligned timeline. But before that, you must have had lifetimes with your twin when that was not even an option, right? So sorry if I'm rambling. I'm very tired. I had a super long day, but I was guided to leave that message today for you. And if it found you today, the day I'm posting it, I also will have some additional information in my story, so you can go ahead and check that out. Because I just wanted to make sure that I kind of cover it all. So yeah, so if you're asking yourself if that's it, just ask yourself, am I an awakened soul? Did I have my Kundalini awakening? Am I an open channel? Am I living right now a life of deep healing, awakening, preparation for my life of service? If the answer is no, then it is a karmic, and it's absolutely fine.